Good morning, everybody. Good morning, long and short. Oyo, Boots, T-Lev, Alex, Ian, Burnett, Chumwaffle, Sally, Ryan, Serendipity, Eric Smith, Young Cryptic, Caesar, Old Ahab, Bill B, Lecker, Cam, Andy. Good morning from sunny California. Yeah, it is already sunny. IZ, Tulio, Frazier, Rex Cock, Imetza. I think that's a new name. I've never seen that one. Welcome. Bearish Bull, Z, JKJ, another new one. Welcome. I got so baked now that I didn't smoke for 2 weeks. Says Z. Andy's, what's up? What do you guys think about the new meme? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. Put some ones if you thought it was fire. JD, good morning.
Aloha, everyone, and good morning. Good morning, welcome. Hey guys, don't forget to get this started. Before you guys hop on. What up, Jumbo? When you guys hop on, go ahead and hit that like button. Go hit that share button if you guys want to, and then make sure you guys are subscribed. You guys probably already have the post notifications on. Patricio, what's going on, man? You new? Go ahead and hit those like buttons. You guys got 41 watching right now. Let's see here. We got 13 likes. Get a couple seconds in. We'll get started. $897, what's going on? Alex, what's up? Hello, Catherine. How you doing?
My
Clay, what's up?
My Go charting template. Yeah. I'll share it.
Yo, what up, Young Cryptic? Morning, Clock Watcher. Morning, Ricky. Yo, post a 1 in the chat if you guys are in TPO Bootcamp this week. Luis, what's going on? Is it Emma Zeta? Hi, Brad. I'm Fava, and I'm here since the beginning. Hey, welcome.
Okay.
What was your name before? Fava.
Fava. Yeah, or Fava. Yeah.
Sorry. Slow reader. Takes a while to click in.
Just changing the name in the YouTube. Okay. Nice.
Yeah, if you guys are in today's bootcamp, press a 1. Put a 1 in the chat. Morning, Crypto Diggs. Morning, Steve. What's up, Jingles? What's up, T-Lev? Easy. Oh, I know we got more than that in the bootcamp today. Go and press that 1.
Our Aussies might still be asleep. It's pretty early for them. Middle of the night, actually.
Some of them gotta be awake.
I posted my Go chart template in the chat. So if you guys
You post in the chat. Alright, I will take that and I will post that into the thing then, the right spot. Let's see here.
Yeah, Eric C130 is just he's taking a little bit of a break. He's got a lot going on in his life right now, so he's just kind of taking a step back and just taking it day by day. He was in the boot camp with you guys yesterday, so he's getting all the good information. He's getting some things together. So, but he's good, doing well.
Hey, well.
Eric Smith about to bust out his drill sergeant hat on him.
Mr. Ellis, what's going on? Matt Flint, morning.
Long and short. 420.
Yeah, Burnett's like, I'll come to boot camp, someone's sick today. You gotta get the full week. Gotta get the full weekend. Yesterday just was the eye opener. The laying the foundation, you guys.
Someone's sick. That's funny.
I got 62 people watching. Go ahead and hit that like button real quick. About to jump right into it head first, you guys. It is the first day of trading, real trading on the U.S. equities market. Everyone had a nice long weekend. Hope you all had a happy 4th of July. Hope no one blew up their hands, you guys. If you guys are over in England, you guys are watching some soccer right now, right?
Not yet. It's not on
over
yet.
the weekend?
No, there's no soccer on this weekend.
No? Well, I'll just shut up then.
James doesn't do sports, guys, unless they involve
Yeah, that's
punching.
right. I don't do sports unless you get punched in the face.
Yeah. Unless it's a sport that involves punching, then basically a mystery to James.
So Mr. Ush, next slots are available. I'll put the link to the website in the chat, and I don't know if we fixed the. Actually, yeah, link is in the description, but I'll post in the chat too. Next slots available are the 19th and the 26th of July. We might have some 12th seats open because we had some people that did move up and some people actually that wanted a later date because of work and things like that. So check out the website. You can sign up there. I'll post it in 1 second. But I know we have a few dates left for the 19th and the 26th of July. So here you go.
Yes, is selling off.
Yeah, I'm trading oil today.
We'll trade both.
Yeah.
England plays tomorrow. Yeah, England plays tomorrow. There is some football on tonight though. Yeah, Italy versus Spain starts right at noon when we're in the boot camp today, Andy. So no double screening. I need your full focus. I know it's gonna be tough.
I think Dow's selling off because oil sold off.
Probably the ES is off. I'm short on the ES right now.
Yeah, but Nasdaq is doing its own thing. Back to the good old days of bipolar. Here we go. Flushing these stops in oil.
Back down into value for the ES.
And for you guys that are in the class right now, you guys already have the live trade room already set up. All the stuff that we're just talking about, you guys are going to see this stuff on our charts as we're trading them. So if you guys don't have a futures account and want to get the futures account set up, you guys can talk to Brad or myself, or you can talk to other people in the chat. Eric Smith has Quant Tower through AMP. I believe Chappies has Quant Tower as well. And then Brad and I, we use NinjaTrader as well as a couple other people in the chat, Matt Flint, TJ. So if you guys have any questions or want to check out something else, just let us know. Like I said, August 2nd is the first day of the live trade room. Definitely come and check it out if you guys haven't seen a live trade room before. Like on Zoom, basically we'll have all our charts set up right there on the screen for you guys. So even if you don't have the same indicators, type thing, and when I say indicators, I mean like these Acme order flow tools, then you guys will be able to see ours. You don't have to buy. You can basically kind of try it before you buy it by just seeing what we have. Also, to you guys, the lag will be almost non-existent. I think on Zoom, it's probably just a 1 second lag, 2 second lag, versus on YouTube, you guys are catching probably 10 seconds depending on where you live. So if you guys are trying to take trades while you guys hear it on YouTube, it's very dangerous. Also, these are not recommended trades and stuff, right? So just be very careful.
The money goes into my piggy bank.
Oh, my sim account finally took a trade. I guess I had a moving average crossover. So just let you guys know too, I'm running a sim account right now, and I just have it set to a moving average crossover. It's like the default that comes with NinjaTrader. I think it's like a 10 or 25 moving average crossover, and it's down $3,000 right now. And it's just a little test experiment to show you guys that moving average crossovers don't work. Same thing with indicator signs and things like that, right? Buying off the VWAP, selling off the VWAP, MACD crossover, RSIs, all that kind of stuff, right? You shouldn't be looking at any indicators. It's just a bunch of noise on your chart there to confuse you all. Like I said, professionals will not be using any kind of indicators. And if you see indicators on a chart, you might see them on a daily time frame. Just for reference, you might see, okay, RSI is high on a daily time frame, but no intraday trader is going to be using a indicator. They're just going to be using straight order flow tools. That's the depth of market, the DOM. They're using the footprint chart. They're using TPO, things like that, right? So if you guys can learn how to read order flow, you guys will be much better off because you're seeing things in real time develop. We're still getting a nice short on oil right now too.
Yeah, we've been basically short on oil since like 5 a.m. today, so
yeah, I wish I would just stayed up last night. Wish I had taken a cryptochemist pill. Where's he at, by the way? He says he's gonna get some sleep, so hopefully he's recharging for the class today.
Only 18 hours a day, so.
Yeah, I don't think it works in the chat. Yeah, so Brad, can you put that thing in the right spot in the TPO bootcamp, please? Doink said the template's not working. It didn't work for me either.
What template?
the Go charting one.
Okay, yeah, I'll post
So
it.
yeah, I made a spot in the bootcamp. It's called
Go charting.
I believe it's called let's see here, resources. So there's one you can put in for Go chart templates. And then Crypto Chemist also, there we go, requesting as well. Perfect, thank you.
I'll tag everybody so they know.
Yeah, it's in there now, you guys. Just put it in there.
What do you guys like? Let's see if we can create a poll. I don't know if I can create a poll.
Oh shoot, Luis
need
Rivera,
to.
that's right. McGregor fight this Saturday.
Yeah, boy.
Chris B, good morning. Whose name is Will Cosby? You just get released out of jail, you trying to learn how to make some money? Or is that your real name? Mr. Ush, the exchange we use to trade ES, it's all done on just one exchange, so that's going to be the CME, and that's what we said before. We like the futures for that one reason. All order flow data goes to the CME, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, right? So there won't be any of this like, you know, Bitcoin is one price on Bybit or Binance or BitMEX or Fenex and all these other, you know, exchanges, right? All the info goes to one source. That's a CME. So if you're a professional or if you're a retail trader like us, you guys are seeing the same exact info. Now, it all depends on your connection speed, right? Some people might have kinetic, some people might have CQG. So you might have millisecond less or millisecond faster, but it's the same info that everybody's getting. Short on S&P, yeah, that would be my position if I was. We're not above the open of today. We did a little look above and we failed. So right now, probably going to gather some supply.
But
be very careful.
Getting short
Nasdaq
right
is
here
on a
because
tear.
we're on the low. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so we're putting value. We're back into the out of value range, you guys. This is not where you want to go short from. If anything, this is maybe where you want to take a responsive long off the low of A. And responsive longs are just quick moves, right? So be careful. Nasdaq opened up, Dow opened down, but it looks like right now Nasdaq might be coming back down. Is EXO any good? It is. It is good if you guys don't want to spend a lot of money. So make sure you guys, hey Jingles, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, what's what, right? Trying to give you guys the full info. Morning, Mo, how you doing, man? So EXO is good if you guys don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. It's only $28 a month for the paid version, which you need to see the TPO chart, right? I think it's 28 euros actually. There's also Go charting. A lot of people use Go charting. I think it's free for now. So maybe you guys want to use Go charting for now. Right now, Brad and I are just using Exo charts because that's what we started with first for the Bitcoin stuff. But for TPO, we generally use NinjaTrader. Any paid software you use is probably going to be better. You guys heard before, like, you gotta pay to play basically, so you're gonna get better features, better support, things like that on a paid version of anything, whether it's TradingView or I don't think you have to pay for a TD Ameritrade. I don't think you can at all, but you just get better support when you pay for things, right? If you guys don't pay for something, you guys are the product. Like if you guys are using Robinhood, right, they're selling all your data basically, so all that little, every time you click on something, every time you guys look at something, scroll through something, place an order, that information is being sold. Luis, if money ain't no thing, man, you getting that disability money, bro? $3,500 a month.
I think you got
that's
100%. Like
man,
yeah.
I'm trying to get to that level, bro. If you are,
Exactly.
But if you want to use the best one, if you guys are ready for like I said, this whole thing, you guys have to remember this is a business for yourself, right? If you guys are ready to do a business, I would look at a NinjaTrader. There's also AMP too. If you guys are more tech savvy, look into AMP futures, and you guys can get Sierra charts. We know a lot of people that use Sierra charts, and they like it. Quant Tower is also a good one too. That's right, Clockwatcher. If you're free, if it's free, you're the product. So if you guys want to try something that's cheaper and you don't have to commit, right? If you go to AMP Futures, sign up for a futures account, you have like 10 different charting platforms that's included with AMP, and you can download them, try them, play them all, right? So the bigger ones are gonna be, oh dang, dude, you gotta give me tips and tricks, bro. So if you guys want to, mess around like the Quant Tower or the Sierra charts, and there's a couple other ones like a CQG mobile and a CQG desktop. I don't recommend those really. I've never touched them or seen them. Hey, thanks, Jumbo. Appreciate that, man. So yeah, check out AMP Futures. You only need $400 or $500 to fund your account. Also, when you guys are trading futures, you only need $400 per ES contract. When you guys are trading NinjaTrader, you need $500 per ES contract. So AMP is not a bad way to go. I actually have them. I just don't have them funded with any kind of money right now because I just have everything on NinjaTrader. If you guys want to trade the same thing that Brad and I use, it's NinjaTrader. They are the brokerage and they are the platform themselves. And if you guys want to fund your money, the funding goes through like either Philip or Dorman. We use Philip Capital. So those are your options for futures trading. You guys can also trade futures out of your TD Ameritrade account. You just need a much larger account. Every contract on TD Ameritrade is going to cost you $12,000, right? Because that's the overnight price to hold on to things. The $400 to $500 per day is intraday trading. So that means when the bell closes, you get another 15 minutes to settle your trades. You need to be out of your ES or any futures contracts trades by the 15 minutes after the close of bell. So that's just for intraday trading. Is that $500, $400 margin you need per contract. If you guys want to trade on TD Ameritrade or hold overnight, you need $12,000 per contract. Okay. First choice for us will just be NinjaTrader, Andy, because that's what we know. But like I said, there's nothing wrong with going through AMP and using Sierra charts or Quant Tower. Okay. But yeah, for real, Luis, I'm definitely not serious. I'm gonna message you, man. So TradingView, I would not recommend TradingView for trading futures. You can use TradingView through AMP, and it's not bad if you want a mobile system, mobile platform. But yeah, and Abo, if you feel lost, man, don't worry about it. Just hop into the Discord. There's a lot of spots in there to take a look at and find some good information. So just join the link if you haven't done so already. So yeah, so if there's a lot of stuff, if you guys are serious about trading, just let us know. And if you guys want to, can you trade? Yeah, Fraser, we have one of the guys in the chat, TJ. He is in the UK and he trades off of. He just got NinjaTrader. I think he goes through Interactive Broker. So if you want to DM him for more info, TJ in the Discord would be the way to go. Let's see here. Any other questions, you guys, related to trading futures or trading platforms? If not, we'll get into some Bitcoin analysis or whatever Brad has planned for you guys this morning. Let's see here. And by the way, you guys, we were super excited about class yesterday. The class was great. So I can't wait to see you guys in about, what is this?
Like 6 hours.
4 o'clock. About 8 more hours.
Is it
or no, sorry.
Like 6 more hours. Yeah, it's like 5.5
more hours, right? So. It was a great class yesterday. It's just going to keep getting better, right? And make sure you guys, if you don't have your Zoom set up, if you guys don't have your other stuff set up, make sure everything's ready to go before class. We'll be starting right on time today. Like I said, it's no big deal if you join in late, but hopefully there's no technical difficulties today. No worries,
the money goes in.
Thanks, Clockwatcher. Thanks, Anthony. Hey, no worries, man. All working right. So AMP Futures, to get the app. AMP Futures will give you access to multiple different charting systems. The bigger ones are Quant Tower, Sierra Charts. You can even do TradingView on there. Yeah, so you can check out AMP. It's the cheapest one, actually. Like I said, you only need $400 per ES contract versus NinjaTrader, you need $500 per ES contract. So if you have a smaller account, that's even a better way to go. But don't forget, you guys, when you guys start trading futures, paper trade, sim trade first. And then when you guys are ready, hop into micros, right? Micros are just derivatives, the minis, right? So we trade the E-mini S&P 500, which is the ES contract. It has a micro option as well, which is the MES. The MES is 1/10 the size. So if you make $50 per point on the ES, it's $5 on the MES. So while you're learning how to trade a new market, getting all the nuances down of the new market, it's 1/10 the size. So if you guys have a bad day in the micros, it's like a $50 loss, a $20 loss, hopefully at max, right? And then they're also opening micro oil contracts very soon too. So instead of being $10 per tick, right, and oil moves at the penny level, right? So right now, current price of oil is $74.52 for CL. Each tick, which is 1 cent, is $10. So when oil moves $1, if you get one contract, and that's $100 right there. And right now, the range that we just opened in for the last 30 minutes, oil has gone from 74.86 down to 74.18. So about a 70-point move or 70-cent move, right? So that's $70 per contract if you can catch the move top to bottom. Like I said, you don't ever need to catch the move from top to bottom. We can trade multiple times within the bar. Let's see here. Yeah, Serendipity, I sent you a message. If you want to come to the class earlier, let me know. I sent you the message, okay, in class or in the Discord. So check out your messages. Yeah, I got I think I got a message from one of the people in the Discord, or maybe it's just a generalized chat. I think it was in the general chat in the Discord. They were doing a DoorDash delivery because I said we mentioned something on stream about having a second form of income, right? They said they paid for the class with their DoorDash delivery money. I think that's great, you guys, because like I said before, if you guys are working a 9 to 5, that money should be for your living expenses and things you need to pay to get by, right? So if you guys have a cell phone bill, a car bill, mortgage payment, rent due, food on the table, you want to use that money to pay for that kind of stuff, right? Unless you have the option to work some overtime or make extra money doing that 9 to 5, that money should go just straight towards your bills, to taking care of yourself, right? Because you got to take care of yourself. If you guys are able to get a side income, whether it's like, Amazon delivery, DoorDash, Bite Squad, Uber, Lyft, any of that kind of stuff, right? You can use that money to fund your trading account. You can use that money to, buy education, buy resources like NinjaTrader, things like that, right? And use that money to trade with, because really that's just a second income, right? And once you guys build up a little bit the funds, I would recommend getting education first, right? Learn how to trade, and while you're doing that second job, you can just build up that account slowly, right? Because if you guys start trading now, you're pretty much going to take a loss right off the bat. So just go ahead and learn how to trade, take the extra money, save it up, and then paper trade. And when you guys are ready to execute, hopefully you guys can just, kind of just hop right in there, and, hopefully start, getting wins basically. But, even then, just being very, very honest, paper trading doesn't translate well over to real trading all the time, right? There's more motions that go into real money. If you guys don't trade the sim like you trade real money, you guys are gonna feel these emotions like of winning and losing, also, loss and things like that when it comes to actual money that you're putting into the account. So you don't have to spend a bunch of time on sim. I know there's places out there that make you spend a year on sim if they need to. I'm talking about brokerages, like actual places that trade. They'll make you spend a year on there. And it all depends on like how well you do as a trader, because they want you to see the performance first, right? Because before they let you touch, their millions of dollars, right? They want to see how well you do with actual money. So if you can't stick to their rules, if you can't, perform or trade to their standards, they're not going to let you trade real money, right? So you're just basically investing your own time into your training. So, think about that the same way. This is your money, you guys, so you guys can spend it however you want to. We're just going to try and guide you in the path of least resistance. We've been there before. We've bought indicators. We've spent money. We've blown up accounts. It's all part of the trading process. But if you guys can, if we can stop you guys from making the same mistakes as us, that's even more worth it than anything else that we're doing, right? So, we won't ever tell you guys to do things that we haven't done. And if we've done it, we'll tell you guys what we've done so you guys can hopefully avoid it or just, skip over some steps and make it to the end. Let's see. On NinjaTrader, if you buy a lifetime license, you also get NinjaTrader Plus. Yes, so you have to have the lifetime license, Clock Watcher, because like I said, the order flow tools is what we use, right? So if you don't have the order flow tools, you won't get the TPO access. You won't get, the heat map, the depth of market, the super DOM, all that kind of stuff that, you need to trade. Otherwise, you'll just be looking at candlesticks and indicators on NinjaTrader, right? There's like 100 indicators on NinjaTrader. They're all garbage. They're all useless. We use a few on there like the open, high, low, close. You need the order flow view up anyways, so you can get the actual view up on there. Otherwise, you have to download indicator. And then we have a lot of templates. We have a lot of indicators for you guys as well. So if you guys want to, put the same exact chart on there that we have, that's no problem. We can literally just send you the template. And there's a few things that we've bought that are outside of NinjaTrader. Like we bought the order flow. I saw someone bring up Michael Baltos. We bought his order flows chart. Order flows chart. That thing that cost us like I think $600. You can make one in NinjaTrader. It just doesn't look as pretty, right? I just wanted something that's easy and like easy to set up and ready to go. But we can help you guys set up something. And then we also use those the Rancho Dinero, the Acme charts for the TPO. So it's a little bit more money than the $1,000 as your initial investment, but about $2,000 max is what we've spent. Like I said, you don't need to spend that $2,000. We can give you guys something close enough or the same. There's also a thing out there called MZ Pack. You can buy it. It's just a little data intensive. But if you guys are in the Discord, right, you guys can split costs. Like Brad and I, we split costs all the time. If you buy one license, you get like a second license for a little bit more money. So if you guys find someone that you guys trust and don't mind, holding on to some extra license keys, in case someone doesn't pay, it's always an option. We just, like to split costs. Brad and I still share a Netflix and an Amazon account, you guys. So
Yeah.
hopefully you guys aren't listening. Amazon, Netflix.
Yeah, the family plan.
I mean, we're a family, so. But yeah, sorry guys, rambled on a little bit. I know there's a lot of interest in futures, right? So when you guys come to the live trade room, you guys will see both. And if you guys weren't on the stream yesterday, John, what's going on? Gustavo, hello. If you guys weren't on here yesterday, live trade room will be open for everybody. If you don't take a TPO bootcamp class in July, your live trade room class will be $100 a month. So if you guys are in the TPO July bootcamp class, any of them from July 5th to July 26th, you'll always be locked into the $50 a month rate until you guys decide to cancel, okay? And I got a few questions too about how do I pay for it. Don't worry about it, you guys. At December, I'll send out an email. I'll send you guys a thing if you guys want to continue on with the TPO bootcamp for July, or not bootcamp, the live trading for July and after. I'll send you guys an email. So don't worry about that kind of stuff now. December is still a while away, okay? Let's see here. Let's only had 10 years together, right? So longer than my first marriage. Referral? No, we don't have a referral link, Greg. Actually, we contacted NinjaTrader for it. We don't have a referral link, so just go on there. They always go on sale every once in a while. There's always $100 off NinjaTrader, right? The best I've ever seen before is $200 off. So usually around holidays and things like that. So if you guys want to wait, catch another $100 off. But when we trade ES, it's $50 a point, right? So when we come with the live trade room price, that's 2 points. You can make 1 point a day. That's $250 a week. That's $1,000 a week, right? And that's just with one contract on 1 point. Our goal is usually 10 points. With depends on the amount of contracts we have because it depends on the day. So ES has been ranging in this 10-point range most these days. So not a lot of volatility, right? So we'll just try and make $500. But if the ES is moving, then we'll try and make $5,000 that day. It all depends, like we said before, it depends on what the market gives you. You can't move the market, so just play them as we see them. So $50, $100 a month for a live trade room is pretty cheap, especially when you compare it to how much you can make off of one contract on the ES. No watching Netflix or Amazon and Bootcamp, yeah. It's only 2 hours, you guys, and today we will take a break, okay? So around that 1 hour mark or after the slides in between the Q&A, we'll take a 5-10 minute break, okay? And we can just open up the mic to chat too if you guys want, or you guys can get up, go to the bathroom, get a drink of water, whatever you need to do. Progressive Martian trading options, that's up to you. There's E-Trade, there's TD Ameritrade. There's those would be the two. We use TD Ameritrade. It's just free, right? I mean, options to order not free. I think it's like 69 cents per contract or something like that to execute options. But yeah, we just use TD Ameritrade. E-Trade's not a bad one, but whatever you find you like. I think Tasty Trade you can also do too. You can use Robinhood if you want to. Just let you know that the execution is gonna be a lot slower than TD Ameritrade, right? Because on Robinhood, they're going to get paid based on who's going to give them the best price for the fill. So they won't ever give you the fastest exchange on there. One contract, what do you mean, Luis? One contract is $500 to rent for the day, intraday. So from the overnight session all the way into the close is $500 to rent one contract. So if you have $5,000 in your account, you can get up to 10 contracts. Not recommended because you'll blow up your account in the first trade. So you just stick with one contract. Every tick, there's 4 ticks in 1 point. Every tick is $12.50. 1 point is 4 of those ticks, so that's $50 total. If the ES moves 10 points in a day, that's basically a $500 range. So you guys, like I said, we catch ticks all day long. We catch points all day long. It depends on what the market conditions are. Like last night, I was trading the overnight session, and I was just putting in my orders for 2 ticks here, which was $25. And I was sitting there doing computer work, just putting in orders in here, orders in there at different levels around the structure, and basically just kind of some free trades, right? And once you guys know what you're doing, you guys can do things like that. Until then, you recommend you guys watch the chart the entire time you guys are trading. Let's see here.
The money goes
And
into
Trade
my
Station.
piggy
Yeah, actually, Trade
bank.
Station is another one. I know there were some issues with that one before, but there's Trade Station. And there's also one more. I just can't remember what the name is for futures. There's interactive brokers as well too.
We just filled those singles on the ES from 2 days ago.
Did we?
Yep.
I missed that. No wonder Brad was being so quiet. He was like, "I'll just trade. Let James ramble on."
Yeah.
Let's see here. Let me break open this bar.
So guys, a little bit of an update on Bitcoin. If you guys remember, right, we had this this zone that we've drawn that's been on the chart for a while now, which was our value area from, way back here, right? And it's where we were seeing the most price reaction, right? So we saw price come up to it and then go down, come back up to it, back test it, go up, back test it, go down, back test it, go up, right? Over and over and over. And we weren't getting any real volume in there, but it was just an area that we would see a reaction out of all the time. And so now, kind of like we talked about on Sunday, I think it was, or maybe it was yesterday, I'm not sure, we're actually starting to see the market put a little bit of value in this area. So it's starting to fill some of these gaps, right? Which is interesting that it wants to kind of build itself out. Basically, it's building support in these weak spots, right? We had this liquidation on the way down, and we had a liquidation on the way up. Put in a little bit of value, right? The Asia session brought us up, and then London woke up, and they were drinking that Asia juice, right? They're drinking that soju, and they just shot the market straight down. So congratulations to anyone who was up awake during that London session. You probably caught a pretty decent short. We had a pretty decent long that I posted last night. Let's see where it's at. If you took that trade, good job. Was an aggressive long entry, 34,173, 34,350 to 34,500, right? I wasn't looking for much, just because I knew we had this structure up here around this 300 level. Midnight and I were talking last night, and he was saying that if we pop these 150s, that we were going to pop those 350s, and he was right. Right, we popped those 150s. We got the juice. Basically, we saw some initiated buying come in, right? My bootcamp people, and we ran those stops at the top too. And then we had a slow grind, right? So when you see like these slow grinds at the top, and then you see kind of like a blow off, right? So we were slowly grinding up after we ran these stops, and then we had this test, right? And where did this test to? Tried to get up to this upper structure, right? But wasn't able to get up there, right? Just a little bit short. Let me draw these in a straight line. So straightish line, right? That's close. So a little bit shy of it, right? E period opens up and boom. So London basically let people think that they were going to keep going up. And then once you see something like this, right, it failed to get back into this previous structure. That's a key thing. If I was awake, that's what I would have been looking for. I would have been looking for this thing to get up and either, reject off the low of structure, which actually it might have. No, it's short. It's short of the, so looking for it to get up and reject off that low of structure, or at least, test it. It didn't even get up there. The next bar opened and looks like it went straight down. Let's see if we put on the bars. Let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, so the next bar, when it opened up, it basically just gave a baby effort, went up a couple of ticks, and then just went straight down, right? So pretty decent short. Now we have singles back to the upside. We closed those singles from the Asia session. And now the US session, we came up to the VWAP, failed the VWAP, B period's moving down, and now we have this value area below us, right, where we're starting to build value off of previous weakness. And so we'll see if we get some balance down here. Let's see if we start to hit this little ranging area. We've got our value area low for our volume profile that we're kind of holding right now. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, what happens as the day goes on. The Nasdaq's popping.
Yeah, well, we're just I was just getting ready to write that. For the past year, you and I have been talking about that, right?
Yeah. Well, we were talking about. Imagine if you. We were actually talking about that this morning. Imagine if you bought a couple. I mean, even just one. Yeah. If you just bought one Nasdaq contract, right? Let's say. Let's do some
12,000.
Let's do some.
Well, I did the math for you guys too, right? If you guys held onto one contract last year on the ES from like September till now, that's $37,000, you guys. And then Brad, when you get a chance, can you show the oil chart to Luis? So Luis, man,
Oh, yeah, I will.
like I was saying before, the oil 2020, right?
Of course, yeah. And so 7744, and we're at 1475. So 14. What is it at? 14,754. What do we say this is at?
Right now it's 14,785. You say 14,7.
Minus 7744. So it's gone up about 7,000 points, and each point on the Nasdaq is $20. You have 140K if you just bought one contract and just closed your eyes and let it go forever. Imagine that. That'd be nice. And look at it. It's just, you know, Nasdaq is just going parabolic, right? So let's take a look at my options real quick. Mine as well, since we're here.
Hey, morning, Scott. So, you know, it's always hard to say, right? You know, like it's easy to say like, oh, we're overextended, we're too high and all that stuff, right? We're away from fundamentals, right? As far as earnings go and how much, you know, capital and stuff these companies have on hand. So I think we're overextended. That's why I'm a huge, you know, short in the market. But look at all these people that have been short in the market too, and that's been half the reason why I've been driving price up, right? So you know, in my personal opinion, I think we are overextended. I think we're
this is why the Nasdaq's
way
up
over
right here,
way over value. But at the same time too, value is what people, you know, perceive value as, right? So you might think this Corvette is worth $100,000 because there's only, you know, 10 of them around in your area, and I might think that Corvette's still worth the sticker price of $60,000, right? And I'll just wait to buy at 60,000. So value is all dependent on the person buying the product. So you know, don't ever let yourself think things are too expensive, because that's how you guys are gonna miss out on things, right? So imagine if you said, oh, Tesla's too expensive at $700 a share, right? And then you miss the move to 800. So always take things with you know, within context, you guys. If people are buying it, then other people have seen, you know, see the value in it, right? But at the same time too, it's your account, your money. So whatever you guys are wanting to do with it, just, you know, do that. Whatever you guys feel comfortable with. But remember, value. It's like, you know, they say that like that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, right? Or the beer holder. So same thing with value on stocks, you guys. You know, it's in the value of the person that's buying it, right? So if you guys, you know, think Apple's expensive, then Apple's expensive. But if you guys think Apple's cheap, then Apple's cheap, right? It all depends on the person buying it, because there's a bunch of players in the market. The majority are retail, or not majority of retail. The majority is like institutions, you know, and then there's retail too. So whatever you see institutions doing, that's what you should follow, right? That's the breadcrumb trail that you guys want to follow. So how much of the big bull market in crypto and overvalued stocks? You know, exactly. There's a ton of money that's been flowed into the market ever since coronavirus, you guys. So, you know, this is the largest amount of capital that the markets have ever seen before. A, because of low interest rates. B, because of people, you know, plugging their money into the stock market like it's a slot machine, right? So a lot of people out there saw GameStop pop up. They saw people making money on options last year. They saw people making money on stocks last year. Basically, you guys could have just taken anything or bought anything last year, and you guys would have probably made money. I think someone said that this guy's trading method was to take a bag of Scrabble letters, pull out 3 Scrabble letters, and then whatever ticker symbol it ranged to, that's the stock they bought. That's how random of a thing you guys could have bought last year and would have probably made money on it. It's going to change a little bit now, right? Hopefully we move more towards fundamentals again about like, how much the companies are making, what future outlook looks like, things like that. But who knows? We might be in this market for a while. Interest rates are still low, so until you hear the words inflation and things like that, expect the market just to do what it's doing right now, right? You can't predict the market. We're not here for long-term investments for the most part. We're here for just basically to day trade intraday, which is the nice thing, right? Because we can just take the market for what it is. But if you guys are long-term investors, yeah, it'd be foolish probably to buy stuff right now, right? We're at the tops of the markets, right? So at least wait for a correction or pullback. It doesn't have to be, a drastic, a market pulls back halfway like it did coronavirus. Don't expect that kind of stuff to happen, you guys. That was panic selling. That was fear of the unknown, right? And just fuel to the fire. When one person starts selling, like a big institution, everyone starts selling. So
here's the great thing about knowing about the TPO, guys, right? Which a lot of people don't know. They don't trade with the TPO. They just trade news or whatever. That circle crypto digs this is rah, fucking stupid ass epic pen. This is Amazon, right?
Today?
Today, yeah. Yeah, and then I was also showing Apple. Apple's looking very similar, just on a tear. So this is good for me because this is where I put all of my money mostly is in Apple. Because why not? Apple's the biggest company and they always win. So basically I've just been, after Apple balances out, just been basically putting all my money into it and letting it ride up. I'm a big fan of Apple. James got me on the Apple train. I used to be a Samsung person, but then I
told him I'd get rid of them if he didn't switch to Apple.
Yeah, so then I switched to Apple, got the Apple products, saw how nice they were, and then just been basically putting most of my gains that I get from the futures market and just letting it sit in Apple. That way it's just not sitting in an account. And you guys can see I was kind of waiting for this move, waited for the back test, and then got in. I got in before the split, but I've been pulling it out, putting it in. Anyways, so what I was saying about the let's see, let me open a new chart for you guys and we'll take a look at Apple.
Yeah, I know.
What I was saying about the best thing about using a TPO is you can know when to short and when not to short based off of where the price is at, right? So let me pull this chart up real quick. I think we can see it. Let's change it to, let's do 45 days. Let's load a template. We'll just go TPO. Let's get rid of all these lines for you guys. Retest. Do you think there'll be a major correction in the stock market anytime soon? No idea. Nobody knows. Nobody actually knows. If anyone says they know, they're just lying. Let me turn off all these lines for you guys so we can see it nice and clear. All right, so if we look at Apple, right, we got to really zoom in because Apple's just been basically on a tear. You know, you see it's way out of oh, I gotta change the, hang on a second, change the hours for it real quick. Okay, there we go. So if we zoom out on Apple, right, and let's squeeze this in here. I know it looks very, very thin, but really you're just, you know, paying attention to the profile, right? And then as you go through the bootcamp, you'll be able to identify the profile shapes and kind of what's going on, right? So we see back down here where we were talking about on the trading view chart, we have this balance zone. Right, so here's a nice little balance zone, and if we take this, copy it, paste it, and we just, you know, start moving it up above itself, we'll start seeing the range of the balance zone as it goes up. We'll just keep doing it, right? And then so we get into this other balance zone. We do it one more time. And we get into another balance zone up here. And, you know, these are all things that are, you know, kind of yet to come. We got to get you to learn the TPO first before you start learning how, you know, these options and stock plays work. Anyways, I know it looks kind of, you know, interesting, I guess, or different, but basically we're putting in value down here. We're in this consolidation period. We found this balance, and we had this extension, right, where we had an basically excess right here. So it tested the high level, came back down into balance. You know, if you can see this, so here's the green, or the blue on this one is our value area, and the green is outside of value area. That's how I have it set up for stocks. So we have this excess period here. It comes back down into our value area. The next day opens up and runs straight up. We put in some balance, and we close on the high. The next day we come back, fill in our thin spot. Then the next day we have excess to the downside, but it doesn't get back down to the lows, right? So then we know that from here our chances of going up are, you know, fairly good. And so what we do is we measure from these lines where we drew our balance zone on where we can expect price to go, right? And so out of our balance zone, we expect to go, this one went from this level, so 1, 2, 3 levels up, right? So from here we go 1, 2, 3 levels up, right? And it comes up, down, and then back up, gets to our third level. And then the, you know, kind of the same idea is when we go 1, 2, and then our third level would be up here. And if we look, here's that third level. So we came up, got into the range, and then popped into that third level, right? And basically we just kind of had a little blow off top because, you know, there's this huge short position going on. Let me erase all these drawings real quick. And so let's see. You know, basically this is how James is saying, you know, we don't want to be buying the top. Well, this is how you know, or you can kind of help yourself not buy the top, is if you see this consolidation.
Yes, spilling stone.
Yeah. You see this consolidation, right? And so then you know where is a good spot to get long. We have this excess to the top here. We had excess to the top here. There's no downside excess, right? We had, you know, basically a decent profile here. It kind of tested the low, didn't get in it. Then you know that this is a pretty decent day. This is over a weekend. It pops open and then shoots up, right? And this is, you know, this is kind of what you're looking for. This is almost like a, you know, like a little diving board that you're, you know, but instead of jumping into the pool over here, you know, you're flying into space with Elon. Everyone seen the Man on the Moon? And so this is just a way using the TPO to understand when is a good time to get in and when you're going to be buying the top. So like today on Apple, look, we're trading on the high, and yeah, it can keep going up, but would it be, you know, a good spot to have bought right there? Would have been a little bit more risky, right? Would have been a bit risky. It would have worked out because we kept going up, but now look how thin we're getting. So we see we have some value in these profiles down here, and so this 133.50 area, this is an area to watch on Apple, because that's the area that, you know, if it comes down to, and then, you know, this area as well, but this area down here, this is where all the value is at, right? And so that's an area to watch as we get this overextension, because basically what this can be, you know, and what it looks like to me is just a margin call, right? Probably from yesterday. It kind of looks like a football now, but somebody was shorting Apple like a psycho, and just decided to get their head ripped off, right? They begged for it. Someone was asking about the oil chart. This is the oil chart right here, right? It looks, you know, just like a TPO. I added this is basically just the volume profile, and this is the heat map here. The heat map's nice when you're on futures because, you know, you can see every order. Like I have every order. I think I have it on 50 levels. So like I can see this big order down here, see some big orders right here on oil. Big order to the upside. We can see that it's pretty balanced. It's about 40 to 50, like 42 to 58% buyers versus sellers. But it's just a TPO chart, right? Just like all the other charts. I mean, it looks a little bit different, of course, because this is NinjaTrader, and I have my volume profile and my TPO right next to each other, which is basically, you know, the same thing as, as what's it called, exo charts. And we're still kind of sitting in that value area on the old Bitcoin. It looks like oil wants to go down. Yeah, the ES is just, it's liking this downside a lot.
Yeah, if Nasdaq breaks this open for the day, then we should get some more spillage done.
Yo, what's up, Eduardo? Oh, it said the stream disconnected 14 minutes ago. Is it working now? Let me see a 1 in the chat if you guys are getting the stream. For some reason it was saying that the stream disconnected. But that was a while ago, so. Where do I trade Apple? I trade all of my options through TD Ameritrade. And you can connect TD Ameritrade through NinjaTrader, which is nice. But you can also just go to the TD Ameritrade app on your phone, or look at the TD Ameritrade. They have a desktop app and a web-based platform as well. The web-based platform is lacking, in my opinion, so I like the desktop one. But it did, but it's back. Okay, cool. You know, I thought about shorting that B open on CL, but I was shorting the ES instead. Should have just shorted. They're building a little position down here though. Probably bring it back up to 74, yeah. 50. No, on
oh, look at ES right now.
Yeah, on CL they'll probably bring a
short covering on the ES going right now. It looks like we're gonna hopefully push back down lower.
Nasdaq's just on a
We
tear.
got like one single print to fill from like a few days ago, 1825.
The Nasdaq's the only thing that's still positive today out of the futures.
Yeah, breadth is only 1-to-1 basically.
You can short and long. Is there a limit? Can you trade fractional shares? Not on TD Ameritrade. I mostly just trade options on there. For the Apple shares, I basically just buy a bunch of Apple shares. Like mostly just kind of stick my money in there and let Apple do its thing, and then once it gets to a stalling spot, take it out, wait for it to pull back, and then put it back in. That's just basically like a savings account, so it's not just sitting in my trading account, getting nothing from it. And there is actually certain savings accounts that you can get that pay a little bit more if you guys are if you guys have, certain accounts or whatever that you have some money that you don't want to just sit. I know you can get a Barclays account, a Barclays savings account, and the interest rate is typically more for these Barclays savings accounts. It's more than most of the other savings accounts. So if you're interested in that, right, that would be a good place. If you're just going to have your money just chilling, you can get a Barclays account and check that out on there. Let's see. ES 4313, are these singles as well? Let me look. 4313. $43.13. You're way down there, huh? I don't see any singles at $43.13. I see singles. Yeah, $43.13.
Oh, they got one single left at 43.18.
Yeah, I see that. There's singles at 43.28 to 43.34 up above. Yeah, in DeFi you can get good interest rates as well. Yeah, you got to yield with some of your coins. Nice. Yeah, so it looks like we're just trying to put in some value here. The interesting thing too, guys, is on this spill, right? We didn't make any lower lows. If you look at this, right, we are still on. We didn't put in a higher high. We kind of got rejected off of this high. But we also didn't put in a lower low either, which is an interesting
Breath is
spot.
coming down on the Nasdaq right now.
Good.
Clank, clickety, clank. The money goes into my piggy bank.
We'll keep going.
Let's go. Come on.
And so we kind of are forming like this longer, triangle. I know you guys like these triangles. Call it like a...
There we go.
They call it like a little Dorito in the crypto land. Kind of looks like a chocolate chip cookie, I guess, like a triangle chocolate chip. But that is, that is a good sign if you're investing in Bitcoin that it didn't do that. So now what you want to see during this small consolidation period, right, is you want to see it break above and hold this area right here, right, where we have a lot of volume. You want to see it hold this area and then start to press for these highs. Right. If it gets back up to this area, this 34.8 to 34.6 area, and rejects and comes back down, it'll probably, we'll probably see some of these lows get tested, and then maybe this area down here. So that's more of like a macro view, right? Oh, nice. It's just selling off.
Yeah. Nasdaq finally went to neutral negative breath, so and
was oil gonna fall
going.
Oh, he was right there. There was singles at there's one single at 1850.
That's what I said, 1850.
Oh, okay, my bad. Oh, is that what he said? Oh, he said 13, my bad. Yeah, no, 13, 1850.
I said 1850.
Oh, okay.
1825, yeah. I think, everything else has been closed out pretty much. Except for...
Nasdaq's pulling back hard right now.
Take it back. Oh, nope. All single prints have been filled for the most part. Yeah, Nasdaq just went... Their breath right now is negative finally, so... Got 18 ticks, 20 ticks on this trade so far. Stops in profit.
I didn't get filled on that. 19 flat. That was annoying. Milking these ES shorts. Nice. Yeah, and if you're not short already, like I said, shorting on the low is going to be a risky business.
No, they got inventory in today. See, this is what happens, you guys. There's a holiday weekend. The market climbs higher. People think the market's going up, right? So these wholesalers, they trick you guys into thinking that the market's going up, right? But it's thin volume. People think the market's going up, so they're buying into it. They just gather supply. You're buying at the top. They gather your supply, and then they turn around. They just slam the market down. So like I said before, and we said in the class yesterday, you have to have supply or there's no market, right? You can't short a market, you can't buy up a market if you don't have the supply, especially when it comes to shorts. You have to have the supply, and then you can bring the market down. If there's no supply, you can't take the market anywhere.
Singles are
so that's why it's very important to know how to short and know how to recognize either a short squeeze or recognize what is real buying, right?
Filled those singles finally. 3M tracking SP on all your trades because you short and target them.
You're tracking.
How do you know if there's supply? You'll know if there's supply if we start filling single prints to the downside or breaking lows, right? So if you have a session, right? Let's use Bitcoin as an example, right? So we see the lows from yesterday's pre-close, right? So let me get my straight line drawer.
Single prints, I don't track them. I see them in the chart, and if I see them in the chart, I see what the price looks like around them, and if price action looks like it's gonna go into it, then yeah, I'm gonna sell into the single prints. Single prints are usually areas where there's supply at. So I don't trade my entire structure around single prints. That's just the bonus. Most trades are getting trade around the market structure. So yeah, it's just we say, who's Bobby? Babby, are you new to the chat? Welcome. First today to dislike. That's you?
You thought it started at 9? Clay. Oh, you're talking about the first today to dislike? Oh, did you dislike or did we just got our first dislike?
So for supply chart tone, you can look at the profiles, right? If the profile looks like a P profile, that means the supply is up at the top, right? It's heavily weighted on the top. So from there, you could possibly see a good short position happen. If you see a B profile, it's a buying profile. What's up, Josh? That's something where it looks like basically accumulating position at a lower price and going to take the market up. So you can just look at the profile shapes of the market. Also, too, when you pop out those bars, if you have just a ranging market consolidation, that's when you know that supply is just being gathered. So when you guys see consolidation, that's one side basically trying to argue about who is right and who is going to try and get the most contracts, the most supply. So when you guys have a consolidating market, someone's just trying to get price, right? So someone's trying to get as many contracts in their pocket as possible, because once they control supply, they can control the price.
And then also what I was talking about is if we have these lows of these sessions, right? You see that these lows are forming. Bounced off of it once, bounced off of it twice. I don't know why my pen changes its shape. Right, bounce off it a third time, bounce off it a fourth time, popped up. So now you know that it's going to take sellers real supply in the market to break this level, right? If it cannot break this level, then you shouldn't be shorting the market, right? We had a decent short position from up here, right? It was kind of just a blow off into an upper range, and we've talked about this, how Bitcoin likes to range, likes to pop up, run a bunch of stops, and then come back down right back into that same area. So we have this low, or these lows right here, and this is where you're going to be looking to know if a short period is coming, right? So for me, the next trade that I'm looking for is a break of this A period, right? The session low, and I'm going to target this A low here at this 33.6. So I'm going to look for a short right here. 33.6 is going to be my first target, and then my second target is going to be down into this lower structure here around the bottom of it, this 34.3 level. Yeah, it looks like this 34.5 level might be a good spot. So 34.670, and then that 34.5 level, 34 for like 495, depending upon where you're putting the mouse at, right? That's that's where you're looking at. And then the same thing, you'll know if there's buyers in the market, right? Because we have single prints right above us, and if it cannot eat through these single prints, then there's no real buying going on in the market, right? So it did try to eat into some of the single prints, buying shut off, market moved down, right? So that's a key short right there, and that's something that we talk about in the bootcamp, as well as price goes up, it's a higher risk or higher reward to risk scenario, because you can short when you see buying shut off, and your stop can go there, and your target is back into the structure, right? So you set yourself up for a better risk to reward scenario, because you're seeing the buying shut off based off of it not being able to fill these singles. Yeah, we got our one dislike. That's we know who that is. That's that one person just waking up just to dislike the video, right? Probably trying to check our Discord so they could stream their next trade, because we never really see them stream unless we post a trade in the Discord, which is interesting. I need to start sending Bang emails so I can get sponsored.
I was gonna say, if you guys have asked before what you guys could do for us. When you guys comment on pictures or like pictures, you guys could just tag people, right? You could tag Bang Energy CEO or Bang, get 100 tags, be like, what's going on here? That's free to do. Yeah, and Clay, yeah. So TPO Bootcamp starts 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's California time. So for me, that'll be about 4.5 hours. Well, actually, for everybody, 4.5 hours.
And you're talking about for the TPO bootcamp?
Yeah. So chirp tone, when you're looking for targets, I don't know if Brad answered that question. You can look for targets as a tick or two above the previous low or at the previous high of the bar, right? If you got a high volume node, you could sell in the strength. If you have a level there like the VWAP or the deviation of the VWAP, you could sell into that, right? If you're looking at the order book, you can see where the big bids and big orders are at and sell them a tick or two before that. So there's multiple ways of getting targets. You could sell into the overnight high, the low, like I said, those what Jim Dalton calls those static points, right? That they don't move, they don't change, they're not dynamic. So new screen. I don't have a new screen.
No,
I've had these screens for a few months.
Yeah, he's already had it. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think that was one of our members that bought the new screen.
Yeah.
So that was if he's in the chat, I think that's Young Cryptic. He bought the widescreen. But yeah, I mean, we got the 49-inch. Brad tried to compensate and get the 43-inch afterwards, but it didn't work. So.
Compensation is when you get that lifted truck and those big tires. I just got the normal size. I got like the sedan.
I do live in Hawaii, so I just kind of go off road sometimes. That I just don't wash my Jeep.
Is a trading room be payable in bangs?
How many bangs would that be? That's
are they like $1.75
if you get a commissary, it's like $1.50 a bang.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's about like 20 bangs, 50 bangs.
It's a lot.
Yeah, you could. I mean, if you want to pay some bang, I don't know if I could drink that many a month. Yeah. And like I said, guys, if you guys are coming to the live trade room, like I said, it'd be nice if you guys had a minimum of 2 to 3 screens. 3 would be perfect. 2 minimum. Or you guys can also use like an iPad for your Zoom session and things like that. Yeah, you should definitely. Eduardo, there's links in both Discords. So if you go to the Discords, there's a link that says Amazon links. It's everything that Brad and I use on our desk pretty much. We're still adding items on there. So we have links to every monitor that we use, the laptops, the headset, the mouse, the keyboards, pretty much everything, the same kind of desk I have. So if you guys want to support us that way too, you can always check out our Amazon affiliate links. If you guys are going to buy the product, like I said, we're not going to show you guys anything that we don't use ourselves or we don't like. So everything that we use is pretty quality. So if you guys want to check out some of that stuff, that's in the Amazon links. Yeah, Chirp Tony, check out the nice, Byron. Thank you so much, man. Check out the battle station, right? We've posted pictures of what we use, right? It's probably closer to the top. So if you guys want to see how big that 49-inch screen is or that 43-inch screen is or all the LED RGB lights that Brad likes, Pride Month is over now, but you guys can check out those lights in the battle station, right? And you guys can put them up there too. And it's nothing to brag about. It's just we want to see what you guys' setups and stuff look like, right? So I think Luis Rivera has the sickest setup. Probably he's got 2 49-inch widescreens, so he's outdoing us over here. So also too, I use a TV as well, right? We're not using these monitors to game with, but the 49 screen is 144 hertz. So if you wanted to use it for gaming, you could. I also have like a 55-inch TV over my desk. That way, if I just want to watch TV while I'm trading, or if I want to, put the laptop on like an AirPlay it to it. So there's a lot of options, to do that. So yeah, and I got the hydration station underneath. So so I don't have to walk to the refrigerator to get water every single time. But yeah, so there's a lot of stuff. Greg. Oh man, we know right now I gotta pick on Brad, so Brad's gonna get all the fire right now.
Okay, so Progressive Martian, you can if it depends on the broker that you go through, but with Quant Tower, I think Eric Smith is still trading through Binance on there. So just look into that, or DM him and see how we got that set up. I know a lot of people are setting up Quant Tower, because Quant Tower you can get all of that stuff. I'm not sure if you can get stock data. You probably have to pay, but I think if you open up an account with AMP Futures, you get Quant Tower for free, and you can get the what's it called? You can get crypto and futures on there. You might have to pay money to get the stock data on there, but if you're just looking for futures and crypto, then you should be good to go with that. Yeah, C130 is just, he's taking a bit of a break, just stepping back, right, soaking in the information. He's still around, he's just hanging out. He's in the boot camp with everybody this week, so he's just really focused down getting all the information in. Luis Rivera, I'm dedicated.
Yeah, we know you are, man.
Where can you get the template? Are you looking for the template for exo charts, Jay? You can get the template in the Discord.
Yeah, I just put the link in the chat for you, Jay. So Triptone curve screen. Upside would be just, it's like your field of view, right? So if you look at your windshield, I guess, or your thing, it's just like kind of curved screen, right? Or curved thing. But I think it just lets you see a little bit easier on the eyes, right? Because not everything is flat for you. So I think a curved screen works well. Is it the best? I don't know, to be honest, but I like it. All my other screens are flat except for my curved one. If you're going wide like that kind of monitor, yeah, I think you need a curved screen, right? If you're going anything over 30 something inches in monitor, probably need a wide screen. Because you guys have to remember too, you're sitting so close to this thing. It's not a TV where you're sitting far away. So it gives you just better angle, right? And probably less stress on your eyes. Yep, there we go. There's the professional answer. Thank you, Doinked. Let's see what else we got in here.
I think we're gonna probably end the stream there, or end the stream here. We appreciate all of you guys. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate the dislike from who. And we're gonna get ready for the boot camp. We've got the boot camp coming up in a couple of hours, about 4 hours from now. So we're going to prepare for that, get everything rolling for everybody, and start getting going. Right, like I said, I am looking for this downside right here. For me to look for the upside, I'd like to see these. I'd either like to see us, break above the view up, hold the view up, and then I target the top of those single prints, right? Knowing that if it doesn't fill, I'm gonna have to get out of the trade, and then my second target would be back up into the upper structure, or let it close those single prints, back test this like this mini low of structure, and then target the highs. And like I said earlier, we did put in a higher low, but we didn't put in a higher high, so we are in a little bit of a consolidation, an upward consolidation, where the market maker just decided to rip some people's heads off. Some people that went that were shorting took all of their gains, and then a bunch of people that were long took it all back. So now they control the position. So it'll be interesting to see if they decide to move it down or if they decide to move it up, right? And we'll be ready for both because we trade the TPO.
Oh,
Eric Smith with the 5. Thank you.
My thing just went out on the YouTube for some reason. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate that, man. And yes, we'll definitely see you in class.
Jay, welcome. New member. He just subscribed.
Awesome.
Oops. Yeah, I'm trying to get.
Yeah, if you guys don't, if you guys are new, don't forget to say hi.
Yeah, and then if you guys jump in the Discord, if you're new, jump in the Discord, introduce yourself. People will. Oh, there's our second dislike. He woke his brother up. Jump into the Discord and introduce yourself or ask any questions. Right, everybody is super helpful in the Discord, and will point you in the right direction to get on the right page, right? And if you're interested in the boot camp or the live trade room, right, you can get in by going to our website at thetradevets.com. Or if you're interested in the boot camp or in the live trade room, go ahead and send me a DM, right? If you're already in the boot camp for July, you're in the live trade room.
Clank, clickety, clank. The money goes into my piggy bank.
That kind of scared me, bro. Wasn't ready for that. If you're in the boot camp, you're already going to be in the live trade room. But if you're not in the boot camp and you don't feel like waiting until the end of July or August to get in the class, go ahead and send me a DM and we can discuss it. It's going to be $100 a month, or if you sign up for 6 months, it'll be $500, so you get $100 off, and you'll be able to get into the live trade room, watch us live trade, watch us talk about everything going on. So on August 2nd, these live streams are going to be getting a little bit shorter. We're going to start streaming at 6 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to do a half-hour-ish update every single day about the overall what the market, and then we're going to be jumping in with our live trade room members, so our members that are serious about making money and turning this into a income, trading for an income, and we're going to be trading in their live. So what if you're interested in getting into that and you can't wait to go through the TPO bootcamp, just send me a DM and we will set that up for you. Other than that, make sure you guys are managing that risk and sticking to your trade plan. You guys have a good day, and I'll